forth, back and forth.
Up and
You know what I'm
down.
saying? Yeah, the tempo is a whole lot faster.
Right.
A whole lot faster.
Right.
You gotta focus a lot more too on that shot.
Yeah.
So you gotta focus a whole, even on the layups you gotta focus. We so used to yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Use the backboard.
So used to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We so used to using that backboard, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I believe it's, you know what I'm saying, it's making us better players and better shooters, to be honest.
Word. Welcome to the Basketball to Remix podcast. I am Mark Armstrong, aka Coach 1891. The Basketball to Remix podcast is all about the innovation of the game of basketball. Now, this idea is caught up in the term remix. We talk about the most important innovations in the history of the game, the impact of modern innovations, and what technologies on the horizon that might impact basketball in the future. We guarantee to bring value to your time and innovation for your mind. This is episode 16 and part 6 of a 10-part series answering the question, what is basketball, the remix? And over the next 10 episodes, I will answer that question and much, much more. So with that, let's get started. What is basketball, the remix? Basketball, the remix is exactly what the name implies. The game of basketball remixed with other stuff to create a new, challenging, and exciting modern version of the game of basketball. Basketball to Remix takes the best concepts of the original game, takes the best concepts from basketball's evolution over the past 129 years, and takes the core concepts on how the game of basketball should be played that were espoused by Dr. James Naismith himself. It mixes them all together to produce a new, unique game of basketball, the modern interpretation of the original game. Basketball to Remix introduces 15 innovations to the way modern basketball is played. What did I said? I said 15 innovations to the way modern basketball is played. So basketball to remix is similar enough to traditional basketball that every basketball player on the planet has the basic skill set and experience to play basketball to remix today. While basketball to remix also has 15 different innovations or characteristics that makes the remix so different that basketball to remix is a totally different game. Now that's fire. The combination of these 15 innovations make basketball to remix so unique that people that are familiar with basketball to remix, including those who have actually played the remix, believe the remix is an excellent training game. In fact, people have said that if you play basketball to remix and do well with the remix, you'll play traditional basketball even better. That's awesome.
This is exciting enough for me to come home and turn on the tube and watch it and enjoy it, you know. The concept, this is going back to basics. If you can play this game and play it well, then you are good enough to play and do better in the actual modern basketball. So that's the good thing about it.
So you see using that backboard, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I believe it's, you know what I'm saying, it's making us better players and better shooters, to be honest.
Word. One of Dr. James Naismith's core philosophies about the way basketball should be played is the game should be played, not coached. Coaching should take place during training and practice. Once the game has started, allow the players to play the game with minimum in-game coaching. I think the more you remove coaches from in-game coaching, the more opportunities are presented for young athletes to experience personal growth. To achieve this, Basketball to Remix has reached back to one of basketball's original concepts: no timeouts. Basketball to Remix reintroduces no timeouts. The game Duck and Rock, or Duck on a Rock, is considered as the game of basketball's primary inspiration that Dr. James Naismith used in creating basketball. What is often overlooked is the influence of the games of soccer, rugby, hockey, and lacrosse on the creation and development of the original game of basketball. Now, both soccer and rugby are played without timeouts. Hockey offers one 30-second timeout per game, with lacrosse offering 2 timeouts per game. And I'm not sure where in the development of those sports timeouts were actually introduced. Today in traditional basketball, we provide from anywhere from 5 timeouts in high school and college all the way up to 6 in the NBA. Now, timeouts are artificial disruptions to the flow and momentum of the games. Oftentimes, timeouts are used to quench the momentum of one team while allowing the other team the opportunity to regroup. These artificial situations are used to influence gameplay. Now, I'm going to give you one extreme example of how game stoppage changed the momentum of a game and robbed the team from the opportunity of finishing off their opponent early in the game. In 1989, the University of Nevada, Las Vegas played Loyola Marymount University in the preseason NIT tournament. The Nevada Las Vegas team was the preseason #1 team, and today is considered one of the best college teams in the history of the NCAA. Now, that Loyola Marymount team is also considered one of the top 50 college teams in history, setting the current NCAA record for points scored per game at 122 points during that 89-90 season. So the stage was set for a heavyweight fight. In a nutshell, UNLV was playing at home at the famous Thomas & Mack Center, and they opened with an 8-point lead with a score of 23-11, with about 13 minutes left in the first half. From that point, LMU went on a 25-4 run to take a 36-27 lead. After LMU extends the lead to 14 points, I witnessed one of the most amazing premeditated timeouts in the history of all sports. The game was stopped by a bomb threat. Yeah, that's right, a bomb threat. A nationally televised game on CBS was stopped for approximately 5 minutes due to a bomb threat. There was even a package placed in the rafters of the Thomas & Mack Center that the camera scanned on and showed. As a result of the bomb threat, again, there was a 5-minute delay. Now, UNLV was on the ropes, and LMU, known for its high-octane offense, which was profiled in ESPN's Guru of Gold, had UNLV's tongues hanging out and grabbing their shorts. With a 29-11 swing, LMU had the momentum to blow the game wide open before halftime. I've seen it before. I've seen teams get blown off the court, get behind by 30, and never make it back into the game. And LMU was positioning themselves to put that type of hurdle right in front of the UNLV Rebels.
So it's just fast paced, you just got to be ready for it. So it's just fast paced, you just got to be ready for it. So it's just fast paced, you just got to be ready for it.
However, that premeditated 5-minute delay allowed the eventual national champions to regain their composure, regain their breath, regain their legs, and to eventually fight their way back into the game and add a victory on their home court. Now, again, I get it. This is a real extreme example. I use this example to drive home the point that artificial interruptions of games impacts and influence the outcomes of games. The objective of having no timeouts is to reduce and possibly eliminate the influence of coaches artificially influencing the outcome of games. Again, Basketball the Remix puts the accountability of the wins and losses in the hands of the athletes actually playing the game. So what do you get when you take away the timeouts? I think you get what the modern sports fan desires to see: constant and continuous game action. No commercial timeouts, no coaches timeouts, no timeouts to stop the clock, no timeouts to draw up a play, no timeouts, no timeouts, no timeouts. So when a team steps on the court, the team that steps on the court, they better be ready.
So it's just fast paced, you know, you just gotta be ready for it. So it's just fast paced, you know, you just gotta be ready for it. So it's just fast paced, you know, you just gotta be ready for it.
Hey, thank you for listening to the Basketball Remix podcast. I want to let you know about some really cool No Backboard t-shirts at nobackboard.myshopify.com. In addition to really cool and colorful designs around the No Backboard concept, the t-shirts are a great value. They are tri-blend t-shirts with eye-catching designs for only $20. With the No Backboard t-shirts new to the market, go ahead and check out nobackboard.myshopify.com. Find a design you like and be the first in your crew to rock our gear. And in the process, you're supporting our efforts to bring a Basketball Remix League to your city. Again, I want to thank you for listening to the Basketball Remix podcast, and you know the drill. Please like and share. Until next time, this is Mark Armstrong, aka Coach 1891. Be blessed, and I will see you at the top.
Well, I think that would be a lot different because, you know, the fact of not having a backboard, it changes the game completely. It changes a whole totally different game with no backboard.
Basketball Remix!